Morning traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're going to look at the usual SPY, IWM, Qs, DIA, IYT, USO. We could go through some of those, but if you're coming on board, bring some symbols. Let's go through some stuff. It's lunchtime. Oop, there it goes. I still don't know how to do this stuff, but we're getting there. We're getting better. I think this is the fifth one now. But let's go right to the SPY. I have the netties up right now. Why is that coming up here? All right, let's get going to the SPY. So we're coming up into the 200 MA on the 60-minute. We're trying to get it above that. That was the level for the last 4 days or so. Every time it goes up, they get it below. So now with the jobs report coming up, I'm thinking, yeah, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pop this thing up. Everyone's going to think that the jobs report is going to come out good, and we'll get it above all the MAs on the 60 and the intraday, and we'll close it at the highs of the day. We have 32 million on the day, guys. 32 million. Pathetic. So, and a move like this, this is just, oh gosh, just unhealthy action, guys. And this is what I'm thinking. They're going to bring it up here at the highs, and we talked about this the other day. If you have 5, 6, 7 million shares of the SPY, do you think you're selling down here, or are you waiting for grandma to push it up here and then push it right back down? It's just getting to the point. It's just ridiculous. This here on the daily, I'm going to open this one up. This is the SPY daily. We have, I don't know why my trend lines keep disappearing, but you have this trend line right here. That's the one that's pretty much saving the day. If this thing breaks, you know, I'll have to draw it in a little bit better, guys, but if this thing breaks, let's open this up a little more. This is a big inside bar bearish pattern. It's been consolidating for over a month. Just like here. Look, let me start over, guys. I got to take a deep breath here. So we get consolidation for a month, jobs report. Consolidations for a month, jobs report. Comes in, falls, maybe a couple more sellers or distribution comes in here because people are getting tired of waiting for grandma and waiting for data. Comes back in, comes right back up. Look at this. Sideways again, waiting for data. We got a lot of technical guys saying that this is a head and shoulder pattern. It's not. Head and shoulder pattern. This part here comes down, goes in. It can't break the neckline. That's a. I mean you could maybe call it a somewhat of a head and shoulder, but for me it would have had to stop at the neckline, and you always have to have an upward trend line into the neckline, bounces, then comes back in. So these technical guys saying it's a this and that, or you go to the Qs. No, it isn't. This is terrible. For me at least, I wouldn't be playing this. Maybe some people would. But I'd be playing this inside bar bearish pattern, setting up until we get above the 50 MA gap fill and this upper trend lines. I don't think we're going anywhere, guys. We're still holding the 618 here, but let's go. Let's zoom it in a little bit more. So, grandma, laugh out. You like that, bro? Well, who the heck else is buying this thing? Who's putting a buy program on this thing, pushing this up? And then if you look at everything, it's an overall buy program on all the indexes, pushing everything up. But, you know, the funny thing is, the ones like Tesla, you know, this is a turd when this thing can't even catch a bid when everything's going green. So, and look at this. We shorted this one right here, guys. It was a day trade. We were in and out for a couple bucks. Man, it was all news driven, so they could have popped it up. I should have kept half. But look at that tank. I mean, right back in the double bottom. Everyone here on StockTwits was, oh, it's going up, you're an idiot, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Until it gets through there, here, check this out. So, and we talked about this one yesterday too. Love this stuff, guys. So let's take the fib from here to here. I think it was a 618 or the 750. Yeah, there you go. So how the heck are you going to buy this long up here when you're into the 618, the moving averages, and it gets better, guys? Go to the weekly. The weekly, we're into the 50 MA and the 20 MA on the weekly with a big inside bar. And this big inside bar has a huge volume on the day. And now you're going up on nothing. It's gonna need a miracle. Or like I've been saying, guys, there's some more news. You know, Elon will probably tweet or something. Wow, didn't you realize Tesla dropped that? Yeah, right? Everyone right here. Oh, man. Elon's great. This is, oh, you got it. It's bullish. Everyone on StockTwits, bullish, bullish. And I'm the one who pops in. I'm shorting this one. Believe me, guys, I got attacked yesterday. It was like, you're an idiot. You're this. And look at this. Now everyone's holding the bag again. So you have a big trend line down here, which it hopefully will hold for the long sake. But, guys, just stay away from this news-driven crap. I mean, look at this. They bring it right up in everyone's face. Everyone, if you were long here at 193 and you're not selling even up in here or on this, you gotta learn the charts. I mean, you could have overshot and went to this 750 retrace up here. That's why we didn't hold it. But I could have held it, wait for confirmation, sold half, shorted more up here, and then possibly ride it down. But with the news, this thing could have easily got up here. But I don't play the news. I play the charts. Look at that. That's just an epic. I think we were in at 215.05 and then it pulled back and we shorted it again on the half we sold, and it came down again. And look at that fall. But we do have good support down in here. All right, guys. I have thoughts on Yum. Yeah, look at that one. You know, I covered my short yesterday after hours, so I haven't really been paying attention to that one. Yum. Yeah, you still, you know, it's just bouncing up. Markets are bouncing up. Let's see. You must have been too distracted by Amazon to look at Tesla. Yeah, in hindsight, Tesla was a clear shot. Oh, it was clear short. Totally agree. I mean, we shorted it. We posted it. We covered it a long time ago. But you know, intraday stuff, we just took the money and ran. Looking back, should have held. But you know what, guys? We had a short out there right here on Tesla, right in here. We took that one right there. So we're making money. Hey, you know what? And on this one going long, I couldn't do it. And this one here, we shorted again here, right there. I was telling everyone in my video, short it. Inside bar, bearish pattern underneath the 2 or the 20. And then we came into this area. This was classic here. Check this out. And hey, look at that. NVIDIA car. But look at this one. Now we're showing this one. That's why, well, we covered, and then we covered around 200. But look at this. I mean, if you don't trade technicals, then I don't know how the hell you trade, to be honest with you. Check out Alta today, bookie. Let's see. Alta, is it down? Oh, it's up. Ooh, getting more suckers in that one, I bet. We'll have to look at that one, too. Tesla this morning, 203. Where's it at now? 200, yeah. Went short. Okay. Hey, it's coming into support. If you have, you know, if you have a good size position, take some off the table, man. Don't mess around with Tesla. But here, we're going to go over it right now. But check this out. I had this trend line down here. And this is why we covered some right in this area. And look at that bounce. So you got the trend line from this low to that low. And when this thing was tanking, look where it stopped and bounced. And then the rocket blew up and then it was lights out. We covered right around 200 bucks and it went down all the way here. So we have a trend line here. This one I'm going to take out. But this is how technicals work. Look at this thing falling. We get the one-day bounce. The rocket blows up and then boom, right in everyone's face. Damn, I wish I mean, I think we covered half at the 618 and then we covered we covered half here, half at the 618, and then the rest of it at the 7, like right around 200 bucks or so, and then it just kept going. What a turd. Just another news-driven stock like Netflix. It's awesome. Oh, got to get into Netflix. But you know what? Netflix was right into big resistance too. Came right back in. We shorted that one as well. Let's see. NEM is falling more. Gold play, I'm short. Yeah, short's good. You know what? All right, hold on. Let's look at, if I'm missing anybody, let's go back. So we have Tesla. Oh, Yum. Let's look at Yum. Yeah, so be careful. If you're short Tesla, you got some support coming in here, and you got the low pivot here where it was a gap. Excuse me, gap fill at one point. So see how it's holding that red bar down there? So just be careful right in here. This is where it's holding. If it gets below that and below this pivot, cover it right in here around 195. You got that, and then you got the lows. Get the hell out of it. Unless the SPY's freaking dumping, then hold on to that bad boy. But at least take something. You don't go broke when you're taking profits, guys. All right, let's look at Yum. We had a short on this one. We covered it. It was a swing trade. And boom, we covered it after hours. When it dropped, it was like at 84 bucks right here. Actually, the 618 and the 84.26 gap fill, we took it off there. If you're short Yum, you got to get below this 86.22 area. And then if it confirms, we're going right back to the lows. But you're going to have to pull up. Let me pull up the where it went down to yesterday. So you're going to have some support down in here, 83.80, because that was where the after hours it went to yesterday. So you're going to have to watch that area too. We'll put it around 83.80. So I'm going to put it right, right here. So you're going to have support in here. So if this thing starts to crack, but what we're looking for, let's look for a sideways pattern. Okay, let these MAs curl down into price. Let it go sideways. Let the MAs curl into price. And then once it curls into price, it should send this thing down. Market stump, boom, it's going lower. I'm short Yum at 36.80 or 36.50, 86.50. Where is it now? Last 87.15. Yeah, you're getting a little bounce. You're going to have to see a setup. You know, tomorrow with the jobs report, it's a wild card. The markets can gap up. If the markets gap up, everything's going up, unfortunately. So you got to be really careful with these. But if this thing goes up into this area here, maybe the $90 area, 89.50, I would add more. Tell me you didn't load the boat down here short. Let you know, go maybe a half position. And if it goes up into here, maybe up into the 90 area, add more. But that's how I would play this one. Like I said, we were short, I think, right around 90, 91 on this one. And then we covered half, actually, I believe. It came up, and then we covered it, covered the rest yesterday. All right, let's look at Alta. Yeah, Alta, that's a funny one. Let's see why. Yeah, see, it's still a bearish pattern. They're just getting more people in. See, the unfortunate thing about this one, hold on, let me stick, still learning this stuff, guys. I've been on these charts for about 2 weeks now. So average volume 500,000. We don't have a lot. Gosh, and hold on. Properties. Yeah, and every time I go into this chart, it's getting rid of my my volume. Do I have it in there? Come on. Hold on, guys. Sorry about this. I add volume, and then it takes it away, and then I have nothing down here. I gotta have that stuff. Insert study. Hold on here. Volume. I think that should do it. Yeah, there you go. And then I pop it in there, and look, I get this. I get 2 of them then. It's almost, now I have 4. You know what, I'm going to take this one out, and maybe I'll keep that one, and maybe that will help to stay in. But then I can't. Oh, there you go. But look at that. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that, guys. It's just like, what? Never load the boat. 5% of Matt. All right, cool. See, I go 10%. I usually go 5%, but I'll sometimes go 10% depending on the stock. Well, yeah, this one here, look at this. I mean, we're down, sideways, bearish pattern. All right, let's try to find out why, you know, this thing popped up into here until it gets above this area. You know, I'm still bearish. I mean, just like this, they popped it up, they brought it right back, they popped it up again. So they're just, and then the markets are catching a little bit of a bid today, you know, off the low, so that's going to help it. But this is probably just a short cover and squeeze. You know, they're covering their shorts, because if you didn't cover your shorts down in here, popped it up, comes right back in, you're like, you know what, just give me it. And then you have the 228.67, which is the gap window, I believe. And then you have the, you know, you have the gap fill down here. I still think it's going to gap fill. If you're short this one, here's your area, 213, and I honestly think we can get to the 202 area. But you also have the 200 moving average curl up. If this thing keeps consolidating sideways, we're going right down in here, guys, on Alta. So be careful with Alta if you're trying to add more to the long side. Because look what they did. Is the staircase up, then the elevator down. We came right into this pivot too. That's what it was trying to hold. But bearish consolidation. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly chart. Yeah, oh gosh, yeah, look at that. Look at that weekly wedge going, bearish wedge. We pop up into that area to 244. We get up into this 20 MA, because the 20 MA is going to eventually start curling down. But let's try to figure out, keeping an eye on the SPY, guys. Then NVIDIA finally came down. It's only 92 cents, but I guess Fast Money, they were talking crap or something. That, oh, time to sell NVIDIA. It's like, it was time to sell NVIDIA about 15 bucks ago. But the hype and people buying it brought it up to the all-time highs, and now they're going to slap that one. All right, so Alta, let's just take a quick look at this here. Take a fib from this pivot here. It's got to be about the 5.0 maybe. Oh, look at that, 618. And if you're following my videos and you're in the live streams, look at that, 618. We're bouncing. Now we're retracing back up. So basically, we might be able to get to the if this thing keeps going up to the 250 area and this 20 MA, if you're not short this thing. But also you need the markets to come in too, and earnings coming up. There's a lot of stuff coming up, guys. So you got to keep track of what's going on. But I want to ask you guys, on my feed, am I lagging today? A couple people said I was lagging, like by maybe 20 seconds yesterday. Everybody can, if I'm telling you a price, let's see. The SPY's at 215.78. Do you guys have 215.78? Am I lagging, or was that maybe one or two guys yesterday? All right, let's look at NEM. Yeah, look at that thing tanking. Gosh, yeah, we talked about this one yesterday. You know, saying, don't go long yet. We have this. We have the 382. I still like it down in here, guys. You have the 618. I mean, we'll see how it falls here. Let me look at gold. We had a video on the gold too. Look at that, 618 right now. Gosh, we called that one pretty damn good. Don't go long yet. Don't go long yet. Look at that. Oh, they even gapped it. No, stay away from gold. Let's see what we got a gap fill down in here, and we have a gap fill down there. Damn. In my video, guys, what do I talk about when there's support or resistance? What do? They gap it up over or below, and they keep it going. But look what stopped this thing. The 1931 is the 618. What's the low of the day? 1930 by 1 penny. We talked about this one yesterday. So don't go long gold yet. Let it come down to 18. We talked about if it got into the 200, maybe, but look, they gapped it so they could keep this thing going. So at this point, I mean, you got a window, you got a gap here too. I still like this gap window in here. I mean, maybe start adding around 118 and then wait to add more down in here. And the reason why well, tomorrow's going to be a wild card. The dollar's been cranking up, and that should be sending gold lower. And the funny thing is, guys, dollar up, oil down, and oil keeps rallying. So that oil rally, be careful with that one too. That one's going to come in like an SOB soon too. So you better watch out. Yeah, I'll get to Amazon. Amazon, that's another beast. I think they're running all these things up into earnings, and it's going to be buy the rumor, sell the news on the earnings report. But I don't play it that way, but it seems to me, just looking at some of these charts, where it's like this is just flat out ridiculous. So we're in the 618. I love the support down in here, guys. Now, this is the monthly though, around the 15 buck area. Let's go to the weekly on gold. Weekly on gold too. We have 117, and then ultimately this is the gap fill down in here. I still like this area. I mean, even let's try to get it to the 117 area. I mean, this isn't bad. You got the 382 in here, and it's coming down to here. I mean, ultimately, you could fill this gap. If it gets down here at 112, you want to load the house on this one. Well, go to max position. But check this out. We were in the position right here on gold at $100.50. that we bought there at in December. Look at that. That was just awesome. I mean, we're out of the position now, but we're waiting for this thing to come in. But you're going to have a lot of support down in there. I mean, look at this chopping around action for weeks. We finally busted out. Man, if we could get a little bit lower, let's see the action tomorrow. We might miss this one if they shoot it up over the 200 MA. Well, hold on here. Daily chart. I guess if we get above the MA, fill this gap and confirm, you could possibly buy it. But, you know, when you get a fall like this, I would wait. I'd rather wait until this area. I mean, believe me, I want to get in this one. But tomorrow they're going to manipulate the dollar. They're going to make the markets just, you know, up and down with the jobs report. If we get a bad jobs report, it's kind of good. But it's kind of bad. If we get a good jobs report, then Yellen, she's stuck now. She's running out of ammo. We have all this data coming out. Oh, it seems to be better. If everything's so much better, why is she not doing anything, guys? She's still waiting for data. I personally think they're going to they're waiting for someone else to implode, like Deutsche Bank, or maybe Greece comes out. I mean, remember Greece? They bailed them out like 5 years ago or something like that, and they're still bailing them out because hey, they're fixed. They don't even talk about Greece anymore because it's the same old story. But anyways, here I go again, ranting and raving about Greece and all this other crap. All right, let's get back to the charts here. So hold on here. So Yum we looked at. Amazon. Let's go to Amazon. AMZN. And we've done a couple videos on this one. We have this huge trend line. I still have maybe a possible area. We'll see on earnings around 169.03 up in there. Maybe. But we're really following this one on the weekly chart. We got above it now. I want to see if it confirms. If it confirms above this big green candle on Friday, on tomorrow, then it could possibly go on up to the 8. Did we go to 850 today? 52-week 845 was the high? Nah, wasn't it higher than that? Yeah, we're at 850 right now. 52-week high. Oh, it probably resets. Yeah, we're above that right now. Hold on, let me go to the 10-minute here. I could get something on that one. Yeah, okay, no. 847.22. Yeah, the high of the day was 847.22. Did it go higher than that? Let me see. Hold on. HD running on speculation. Herc. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's why Home Depot popped. I gotcha. I was watching that one. I'm almost tempted to buy a couple puts on that one. Maybe like $1,000 position. I'll do 1,000 to 3,000, guys. Roughly, I play, options as if they're going to go to zero. So I don't like to put a lot of money on options, but I will write calls and write puts. I do those. I love to do that, but I wouldn't do it on this one. But for HD, hey man, if I can make $500, $1,000, I'll pull it out. But I didn't do anything with that one. I'm just saying. All right, hold on. Let me get back to my Eastern time. All right, what are we in now? Amazon. All right, let's go back to the. Can everybody see everything okay? The charts, everything's clear. My voice, all that good stuff. GNRC running on there. Yeah, it's all news again, guys. It'll run up. If it gets to a point where there's resistance, short them. It's just all news again. All right, so let's go back to Amazon. Weekly chart. We're above this big trend line. The trend line goes all the way back to 2014. That's your pretty much line in the sand. If it gets above there, I want to see confirmation. Then I think we could possibly go to the 850. The 850 is going to be the big round number. If it gets above there, then you're looking at 869, 870, and then ultimately possibly 900. If you're going to short this thing, you just got to go small share size. It depends on your portfolio size. Just for an example, if you have $100,000 and you want to short this thing, you start going maybe 20 shares, 20 shares, 20 shares, increments of 20 and get it to 100. Well, no, actually, no, that'd be a $1 million account to get it to 100 grand. But and then just go small. 10 grand, you'd have to do what? 5 shares, something like that. Something small. But Twilio, okay, I'll do Twilio. Where's we'll get to that. If I missed you, punch it in again. I got a couple more people in here. Twilio's up 52. It's coming back in again. But all right, guys, I'm trying to read this stuff. Underwater and Amazon, I have a short position. All right, Robert, hold on to that position. I mean, going into earnings is going to be tough. The only thing I can say with Amazon, if it does close above this high, and it could run up tomorrow on the jobs report, because that's what it seems to do every time for the last. Let's just go into this real quick. And this is the SPY, just to show you overall. I talk about this in my videos. Consolidation, jobs report. Consolidation, up on the jobs report. Down, consolidation. Could they pop this up into this area? Maybe. Or is this time the time they freaking dump it out? So if the SPY goes up tomorrow, everything's most likely to go up, unless it's a weak name where you'll get that, where you just won't catch a bad. I mean, look at Tesla. The markets are going up a little bit more, and Tesla's not going anywhere. Let's go back to AMZN. So that's how you got to play this one, unfortunately. I'm shorting this one too. I got small position. I will add more on earnings if this thing pops up. But at this point, I'm following this. If it confirms above that, I'm thinking a little bit higher, then I'll add a little more up here. And if it doesn't, then I'm expecting this thing to get below this. If it confirms up here and then reverses and comes right back in, that's going to be more bearish. Let's go on a monthly chart on Amazon. And that's and this is the ultimate. I don't know. Anyone know when earnings comes out on Amazon? If you do, punch that one up. But again, we're getting stretched from the 20 MA. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months up into earnings. I'm thinking they're running this crap up into earnings. If it pops up, I'm looking at the 868 or 869 area. October 20th, yeah. So right before, how convenient, right before Options X, right? Wow, what a coincidence. So maybe they're running it up right into it, and then they sell it on the news. I don't know. But on a monthly basis, if this thing cannot close above this big green bar, and if it comes right back in and then engulfs it and closes below the trend line, and then the 382 right around $800, I think we're getting lower prices. But don't let a head fake this thing pop up and drop. Because remember this one, pop and drop. This one popped and dropped. So you got to watch out. They could be shaking everybody out. And that's what I think they're doing to gold. They're shaking everybody out of gold because they know it's going to be going up. So why wouldn't you drop it? The big institutions get lower prices, and then they drive it up. And then the guy who sold down here, I'm jumping around today, guys. This is what these guys do. Everyone was bullish. Oh, man, gold's going to fly. This is it. And then they drop it in their face. All the institutions start getting lower prices. That's why I'm saying if you can wait until 115 or so, buy it down here. They're going to shake everyone out. Then they're going to drive it up, and all the chasers will buy it up here again in the resistance. They'll send it down one more time, and then they'll send it up. They'll shake everyone out. It's like today. It's a shake and bake. SPY goes straight down right around what time? 11 o'clock or so. It's another thing. I can't get the time frame, New York time frame. I have Arizona, so I'm a little bit, it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, right at 11 o'clock, look, we catch a bid. Who the hell's buying this in here other than the Fed? I don't, if I was a big institution, would I be putting my money in these markets? No way. Other than manipulation and trying to get the prices up. And then people think, oh my gosh, the jobs report, it's going to be great. Oh my God, the jobs report. This is funny stuff. And everyone thinks, oh, somebody knows something. Somebody knows something with the jobs report. No, you know what? Everyone's buying puts down here and going short. And someone came in and said, thank you very much. I'm going to squeeze your ass and get it right back to the highs. We're above the MAs on here. But daily 60-minute, are we above the see, look at that. Just cannot get above this. We got above it here. We actually confirmed, and then we came into that trend. Well, that's a trend line now. So let's see if we can get above the 200 MA on the 60, and that will get us above all the MAs on the 60 and the 10-minute by the end of the day. We're still in lunchtime. We're only at 1 o'clock. So the volume. See how the volume's just disappearing now? Volume disappears. Then they can just manipulate this crap. I mean, look at this. So we have big volume here to push it up over the MAs. Wow, what a coincidence. And then disappears, and then we just chop around. But this is a topping tail here, guys. So let's see if we can close above here. On a topping tail like this, retraces up in here, you want to short it right up in here. It retraces up, and then you use this as a stop out, or you can use this as a stop out. I'm already short the SPY, so I'm not going to do this trade. But it's interesting action on a retrace. You're still in lunchtime, still slightly bullish above the MA. So let's see if this plays out or comes right back in. 27th. I'm short INTC at 37. All right, hold on a second. Let's look at Twilio here. Twilio. I had a swing on this, and I had a short-term trade. I covered the short-term trade. I'm still in my swing. I don't know, I might have even covered this morning. There was a lot of stuff going. Maybe I did. Daily, same thing. Just another. We talked about this topping tail. If you watch my videos, here's the topping tail. We closed above it, never confirmed above this big red candle above the 71 area, and boom, right back. We're on the 20 MA. We're consolidating sideways in a bearish manner. We're trying to get above the 50 MA or the 50. 5-0 retrace here. Let's see if we can close above 61.85. If they can't, they're just holding this going sideways on an inside bar. Inside bar, you're looking for consolidation. If this consolidates for the next week or so, it's definitely going down. If the markets sell tomorrow, it's all going down, guys. So tighten your stops if you're long on anything, because we're right in that time frame where these markets can just dump out. So just be careful. Are you, whoever asked me about Twilio, you long or short on this Twilio? Yeah, IWM, yeah, exactly. I saw that too. I sold half the other day. I'm holding the other half. I have a half position of that one. Are you short Twilio or long Twilio or looking to get in a position on Twilio? Long Twilio? Wow. Be careful, man. This thing goes sideways for another couple days. If it can't close above this high here, and it's an IPO. The IPOs have been known, like the Locos, the GoPros. I don't even know which other ones. They went straight up and straight down. So if anything, I would have liked this one at, maybe 75 as a short. But I don't know if this one's done yet. But on the charts, there's just not a lot here to work with. But my thoughts, we're definitely getting to the 59.71. And if the market's dump, we're coming right into this area down in here, 52.77. Just be careful on this one. If you actually get up on, no, I don't broadcast every day. I mean, today I did. I'll do it during lunch, but I have some time this week. It won't be all the time, but we'll see. we'll see in the future if I can do a little bit more. But no, I love doing this stuff, guys, and love teaching people and just showing people, hey, man, it's all in the charts. Because a lot of individuals on StockTwits and other forums are, oh, technicals suck, this and that. Well, we shorted Tesla. I mean, I wish I was in that position still. And we talked about that one at the MAs and all the resistance, and that thing fell like a brick. And everyone, oh, you're stupid, you're going long, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, hey, all right, good luck with that one. And it could have went up, big deal. But you know what? We took it for a couple bucks, and we're out of it. And actually, we could have took it for freaking 12 bucks, but you know what? That's trading. I'll take the short-term gain and say thank you very much. That's why I have two accounts, guys. I have one that I intraday stuff with in short-term trades, like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and I also have a swing trade account too, where I'll hold stuff for a month or 2 months or whatever necessary to make money. And if I have to add more, I do a correct position size on it, and I play it that way. Hey, no problem, man. I love doing this stuff. And like I said, I do this stuff. And if you guys have charts or patterns or head and shoulders, whatever, I could take a look at it and say, oh, shit, there's another trade. I might get into this one if it gets up into this area. The more eyes on the markets, I can't look at everything, guys. So that's why it's like, all right, hey, let's look at this one. Let's look at that one. And then sometimes you guys throw stuff at me that I've never even seen before, or I don't even pay attention to, because I got about 500 stocks I look at and I go through them all day long. And lately, I play the high flyers. Again, then going back to Twilio, yeah, just be careful if this thing sets up sideways inside this bar, like this. Let me show you. So this is what you're looking for. I mean, if you're bearish, this is what you're looking for. I mean, if this thing sets up like this and then starts, going here with the candles, hold on, I'm learning this. My other chart program is a little bit easier. So it starts consolidating like this, in a bearish manner inside this bar. This thing's setting up to go down, and then it's going to be a market trade. Don't forget, if the SPY starts selling, everything starts going. Something might hold up for a day or two, but if it starts dumping, you're going to be in trouble. It's going to just freaking tank. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me look at something here. Let me see this one. Gosh, this one just keeps going. I took a small position. Whoa. All right, guys, I'm adding a little bit more to this one. Hold on here. I got to go to my StockTwits. Hold on. Yeah, I was trying to wait for double top, but one thing I liked on this one here, I don't know why it's moving up like this. Yeah, I got to add a little bit more here. Hold on. Trying to do the videos and everything. Hold on here. I'm trying to keep everything intact on StockTwits for you guys, all my trades. Hold on. Adding more short. Hold on here. I got a NTS. Oh, where was my price? Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see here. I don't even know where I got to pull. Anyways, I had my order in there. I don't know where they pulled it off at. I had a limit order in for double top. A little bit, 255. I'm not sure where they filled it. I got to look at my order entry. I'm just going to put 255. That's where I had it at. So it's got to be right in that area. All right, hold on here. Yeah, so I'll put orders out there if, especially right now I'm not paying attention. So 255, the even number on Netties, that's where I added more short. Small position, guys. I'm not too worried about it. And we'll see. I love the retrace back into the high. I think this is a fake out on this one. So I put an order at 255 right above there. It filled me. I don't know the exact number, but it's right around in that area. And like I said, it's in another chart. I have one more computer that I have my swing trades on. This is my main computer here, guys, that I do all my work on. But my other one, I had an order in there. And like I said, I don't know where it filled. Anyway, yeah, 500? Wait. Hold on, guys. All right, any quick impression on 5? What, F5? Oh, yeah, big loser. Yeah, that's what it is. You get these losers, you get these stocks. I mean, I don't even know. Is this a Chinese stock? I don't even know. All I know is the charts were coming back in the double top. If this thing confirms on the daily above, then I might stop out. But as a day trade, why not? You said you follow 500. Yeah, well, I don't follow 500 companies. Basically, what I have here, I have my watch list. I have about 500-600 stocks on there, and all day long here, check this out. So I'll click on Baba, I'll look at the daily. I'll click on Best Buy, I'll look at the daily. I'll click on Baidu, I'll look at the daily. So I'm just rocking through charts all day long trying to find setups. But also I have the that's why I have the 10-minute and the 60-minute and the daily. So if I'm looking for trades all day, you know, I'm just sifting through this stuff going Best Buy, Baidu, BlackRock. Look at Baidu though. Look at this one. Look at that nice bearish pattern. You're long on Baidu. Tighten that stop up. 1, 2, 3. You got 5 days. They tried. See this inside bar? See how they tried to get it above the 20 MA in this inside bar? Never did it. Came right back in, and here we come right back down. You're long Baidu. Be careful in this one. But that's what I do all day long. I'm just looking for stuff. That's why if I have more people, you know, looking at, you know, all right, I'll look at FAS. I'll look at Facebook, FedEx. You know, look at Facebook too. Yeah, we've been talking about this bearish pattern too. Look at this. They're keeping it above. That's why I'm thinking they're keeping this thing pegged above, below, above, below, above, below, but it's down, sideways, bearish pattern, waiting for earnings. Another stock waiting for earnings. How fabulous. God, Netties though, unbelievable. Yeah, as I'm doing this video, I'm getting my ass kicked. Now, I have a smile. But look, little bullish consolidation and pop right up into the all-time high. That's why I put the order in there. I knew I was doing the video. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to have to go back. I have my bid and ask on here too. I have level 2s as well, you know, but this is where I'm just watching it here. And then I have level 2s on another screen to where I'm doing my trades and stuff. So, and then my swing trades, like I said, I'm on a different computer with a couple different broker dealers, and I'll make my trade over there. But mostly I'll do all my work on my one computer. I run 6 monitors, 27-inch screens, and that's where I'm doing most of my trading. But here, I'll show you. You'll get to see my ugly face. All right, so basically, guys, all right, that's me. What's up, guys? I got a little whatever. And then I trade in a warehouse. I can't trade at home because I have kids. So, and I own a printing company too. So I do a little bit of printing here too. But here, I'll flip it around here real quick. So I'm running these guys here. That's some of my setup. That's the middle area. But mostly that's where I have all my tickers. And then I have the monitor. I have all this stuff over here. So I got 6 monitors. All right, let me go over here. But this is where I have this one up all the time. This is the SPY. This is my Bible. And then here's my tick. Wait a second. Here's my tickers right here. So I'm sifting through that. Positions are here. Then I have another one with a, I got a separate one for a symbol list. I got some these are a lot of the positions I'm in here, so I'm watching those as well, seeing where those go. But this is the 10-minute, 60-minute daily. I have everything going on this one. And then above that one, if I can find it here, above that one, I think this one here. Is this? Yeah, so this one here, I got the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IBB, the USO, the ExxonMobil, the Apple, the JPM, all the leaders. I want to see what these markets are doing. That's why you notice, look at the IWM here. Catches a bid. Qs catches a bid. DIA catches a bid. And then you got the SPY catching a bid. It's just stupid. You know, November 2 earnings on Facebook. Yeah, they're holding that one up again. SPY's coming in a little bit. But yeah, so I got those leaders, and I got, of course, Amazon, Netflix, Baidu, CMG, HD, Walmart, Tesla, Panera. Panera I've been just watching. We were short that one. We covered right around, I think it was 198, and it's at 191 now. But we shorted around 220, so that was a hell of a trade too. All right, let's get back to the real. What's up? All right, let's go. Where am I here? Right there. All right. And every time I show my ugly face, they put it on. YouTube puts it on the cover of my video for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Anyone knows how to change that? Let me know. All right. So win. Yeah, win. Yeah, we had a short in that one. We covered already. That was another one. Everything's moving up on news, guys. Be careful with these stocks. You know, this was the It's so funny. You know, someone's like, I'm going long win because Macau. They said it was all great again. Yeah, this was Macau. Yeah, and everyone bought up here, and look what they did to it. Now we're below the moving averages, and now it's consolidating sideways. They have a little bit of a bottoming tail. You're in the 618, but this one's going right back down to this 88 level, guys. 200 moving average. If it comes back and down in here, fills the gap, I'd maybe do a quick call, maybe for a day or two, and then catch that bounce. But check this out. We bought this one. Look at this one here. We had a trade out on this one. I don't know how am I, okay, you know what? I'll do it like this. Everyone thought we were nuts. You know, Win's falling, this and that. We took Win right here, guys, at 52 bucks. Look at this March. And this is what this thing does. If you could find the area where this thing can bounce, and I think it was like a gap fill. Yeah, it goes back so far. Yeah, I think it was a gap, yeah, right here. Gap fill pivot right here. And that's why it bounced. And we captured, I think it was like, I don't even know what the move. I think it went to 52 to 75, I think it was. Yeah, 76. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. That was epic. But look at that fall right into gap fill, pivot support, and then bam. And this night, I think they had some news on Macau again or something, and it wasn't even good news, and it still just launched. It was epic. Oh, wow, that's awesome. If Amazon falls, I'll buy my third monitor. Yeah, right, exactly. But then I have 2 other monitors that I have my swing trades that I do on that too. So, but that's the thing. It's just like if you're a doctor, are you going to buy a butter knife as a scalpel, or are you going to buy the right tools? If you're a trader, you got to have the right tools, man. That's it. You know, and it's so important. You know, just like your level 2s, just like anything, you know, you got to know what's going on, and you want to get in and out of a trade. You don't want to be sitting there fumbling around wondering that, shit, I just missed this trade. Oh my gosh, that was epic. This sucks, blah, blah, blah. But and that's the reason why, you know, as soon as when you start taking profits and start making money, you avoid or play Twitter. Yeah, we talked about that one in yesterday in the live video too. That was coming into good resistance, and bam, look today. Another one on news crap. I don't even know what Disney was buying them, and this one was buying them. 4 monitors, perfect. You got to have it. You know, especially like for me, I'm a scalp trader. I want to know when stuff's coming into resistance, support, and I'm taking 10, 20, 30 cents on a trade, but you're taking, anywhere from 2,500 to 5,000 shares. You want to be on your game. You want to make sure you have your good level, and people laugh. You only took 15 cents on that trade. Yeah, but if I have 4,000 shares, that's a hell of a trade. I'll take that in a 3-minute trade takes 600, 700, 800 bucks. Come on. You got to be stupid if you don't do that. Poor Gilead. Yeah, we talked about that one too. Just stay away from it. Let's see here. That was when. Throw some more charts up there, guys. I don't know. 5 below is just an American dollar store. Oh, I don't even. What's the ticker on that one? I had 10 in the money puts on Twitter. Nice. Yeah, that it was tempting yesterday. But again, it was going up on news, so it was like, man, do you do it? But here, we did the start. Yeah, gosh, it's still 19 bucks. Jeez, we're going to gap fill, guys. All right, let's try to figure this one out. And if the SPY starts coming in, it's going to be lights out. So you think some bag holders got stuck up in here? When we did this video yesterday, what we talk about this pivot high and the 618. Maybe get to this one area here, the 26 area, and maybe this area here. Again, on more news, it's got to go up on news because that's the only thing driving this piece of crap up. And, in order to buy, what was it, a buyout or whatever the hell it was, just don't trust it. On something like this, you got to find that good area. But yeah, I should have put at least a $500 bet or a $1,000 bet. It's almost like the casino puts and calls. I can lose 1,000 here and there. But, just sometimes just like, I'm just going to stay away from it. I'm going to try to wait for a little higher pricing, like a buck higher. And that would have been a great trade. I'm glad you got that. What's wrong with Gilead? Yeah. We'll take a look at that one in a minute. All right, so let's go Twitter. Let's go on the weekly. Let's see if there's support there. Yeah, you're coming into some support. We talked about it. Weekly confirmed, got right to that area, this pivot, because this is where it started. Well, this is really where it started breaking down. Bearish consolidation came in, a little bit of bear came in, chopping around, found the bottom. This was the shakedown. See all that volume here? That's where they shook most of everybody out, caught the bid. Then it starts getting people back in, then they're chasing it, and then it goes right back into the 618, this high pivot here, and that was it for that. May, you know, it's all news driven, guys. Maybe if it comes down to 18 bucks, a 20 MA down in here. Let's go back to the daily. Now, can everybody see this feed up here on the you know, if I pull this back down, can everybody see this feed? I don't know if everybody can. It looks like they can. So that's what I'm trying. Like, I'm still trying to figure this crap out, guys. All right, let's see here. And NVIDIA finally came in. Jeez, that thing was just a beast too. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, so Twitter, you know, just cover my short on Twitter. Yeah, there you go. Take it, man. You know, I mean, it could come into here. You know, you're coming into the 50 MA. You did fill this gap here. You're going to have some support, but geez, that's a hell of a trade. Why the hell are you sticking around in that? See ya. Let it come down if you want to get in it. Take it long down in here, around 17 bucks. You have the 200 MA. Actually, let's see. Let's see what this pivot is. Let's stick a horizontal line in there. Right around 1754. Let's go to the weekly. Let's see what support's in there. Yeah, so you got 1754 right there. So you have this support of the 50. And yeah, you know what? That's not terrible. You know what? Let's look at something else stuff. Let's go back to the daily. You might have some trend line support. I'm doing this stuff on the fly, guys. But this is what I'm doing all day long. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Let's take a pivot here. Through here. Yeah, you could have some support down in here too. You know, you have a gap fill right here. That's not bad. 1762. Let's go back to the weekly. Yeah, not bad. You know, if you really have to try long Twitter, I don't know. I mean, we're engulfing these up moves. That's bearish. I think we'll get lower prices, maybe $15. But you know, if you have to do it and you like Twitter, I'd wait for the down in here at least the $17 area. And then ultimately own Disney for 10 years now. Sell it, Jack. Sell it. You should have sold at one. Well, I was telling everyone to short that thing at 120. Yeah, 1750 maybe. If you have to get into Twitter, wait for the 200 MA. If this thing really comes down viciously, step aside. When the markets start dumping, get out of it. Get out of town. Isn't he? And we shorted this one too. Everyone laughed. I mean, it comes right back in the double top. If you're not shorting that, look at it. That was just epic. We're out of it now, but come on, that was an epic trade there. And now it's down here. We're below the MAs. It's trying. You know, they're spreading the news on Twitter, but this is down, sideways action, bearish. It's not looking good for Disney. Yeah, that is awesome, Jack. But man, take some profits. Don't sit on this turd and let everything come down. If the markets were to sell, this thing's coming right back in. Here's your next spot on Disney. 86.18, but it's setting up choppy, sloppy, bearish pattern. We try to break out. Look at this. And we talked about this one too. Everyone was getting bullish on Disney again. Filled the gap, went to the 50 MA, lights out. Couldn't get above it. And I bet you there's a retrace in there too. Maybe the 5.0. I bet there's another reason. You know it. Oh, is it going to be? Oh, almost. I think this was the one we were waiting for the 618 and never got to it. Look at that. Came right back up in between the 5.0, 618, and boom. Right back down. I make weekly money from the Disney short calls. Yeah, right. Problem is that smart enough to buy it back if it does sell off. Yeah, you know, I would wait. I mean, honestly, if the markets were to sell, a lot of stuff's going to go down. I mean, you get a run like this, jeez. And look what's happening. It's just chopping around, shaking everybody up and down. They got everybody long up here. They got everybody long again up here. It's Disney. You got to get in. And then, you know, what was this? Star Wars, Frozen, or whatever. And then boom, come retraces up, and then bam. So here you have some support down in this area, but this starts to give out. See the 200 MA down in here. This thing's going. I think it could go right back down to 78 bucks. And then this little pivot here around 70 bucks. But that's if the whole market start to fall apart. But we're right in that time frame, guys, where this whole thing can sell off. And next thing you know, it's down she goes. All right, hold on here. Going back, Twitter, TLT. Let's look at the TLT. TLT, I mean, it made double top here. Got through it. Confirmed too. Nice reversal engulfing. Bearish pattern, fell apart, retraced it up, and now it's starting to fall again. I think we're going to start falling some more. I mean, I think it's time. Let's look at the daily, see what the daily says. Yeah, same thing. We got up, chopped down, retraced up, sloppy bearish down, sideways bearish pattern, fell, retraced back up, we're heading right back. I wouldn't doubt if we go to the right here, the gap fill 200 moving average. If you wanted to go long the TLT, you got your gap fill here, you got another here. Let's put them in there. You got your gap fill here, got another gap fill there, and ultimately, I mean, you got some gap fills down in here too if it really gets ugly. But you have good support coming here with the 200 moving average. Netflix is a short seller killer, yeah. But another one, why is it moving up on news? What was going on with that one? Something was happening with that one too. So, but yeah, you just got to be smart with those. You got to get in the right position, the right size resistant, right size position, the right size or the right areas of resistance to add, and you got to be willing to add. You know, we talked about that, you know, earlier in this video. You just got to take the right size positions. If you go all in, yeah, on a short, you're going to get killed. That's what they do. They wait for all the shorts to come in, and then they put on some news. Kind of like Amazon. They're upgrading this thing every week now. How do you upgrade stocks at the highs? Oh, you're welcome. Welcome, Dwayne. But you know, you got TLT in there. Let's look at the weekly. Let's see or the monthly. Let's see what this thing. I think it was bear. Yeah, I mean, you see how this thing's done. Comes in, goes up, comes in, goes up. I mean, that could have been the last hoo-ha right here, guys. Let's go back. Let's see if there's any more. Oh, was that when it came? Yeah, okay, so 2000. Yeah, I mean, they're just yo-yoing this thing up. We right back up. We did confirm above this area, but we came right back in. This engulfing bar is looking kind of ugly. I'm thinking, you know, easily come back into this area here around the 128. So if you're long this, be careful. You might have a retrace and maybe bounce back up, but you know, with this move up, that move down, this move up, I'm thinking it might be time for this one to come back in. Get these, like I said, I own a printing company too. I do that on the side as well, and some print toner. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Pretty bullish months though, right? Yeah, you know, at this point with the election and the money printing and the holding this thing up, you know, it's hard to say. Yeah, you could go back and look at cycles and look what happened last year and the year before, but we're kind of in the land of make-believe, guys. You know, if you believe it goes up, I guess everything goes up. Let's look at Netflix real quick here. So just like this, we've been talking about this bearish pattern here. Well, yeah, you know, I'll go back to the SPY, and if you weren't in the room yesterday, I'll show you some stuff of what I'm looking at. But look at Netflix on the monthly. We're in this big inside bar pattern, bearish, and we're trying to hold this 20 MA, and they just popped it right back up into this 750 retrace off this. You know, it's not the best retrace. You might have to go a little bit bigger to see what's going on here. Let's go to the weekly chart too. I mean, the weekly, we finally got above this inside bar on the weekly. We still got one more day, guys, but ultimately, got to get above this area up in here. Yeah, the 111 area, 112 area. We're not getting up in there. You're in the 750 retrace here, and we're finally above the 50 MA, but this could be the head fake. This is where tomorrow I want to see the close. Whatever the high is today, I want to see next week it close or above it. If you're bullish, I want to see next. If it closes, say it closes right here. So next week, I want to see it close above this high and with a little more volume, with some conviction volume, just to tell me, hey, there's people buying Netflix. But for me, I think it's just a pop up, and then they're going to reverse it and bring it down. I mean, look at this. Pop, pop, reverse. Pop, 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 reverse. And now this is that slight bullish consolidation inside this bar here. We got a pop today, but this pop's going up on news again. The market's dumped. It's going to be over, guys. That's it. But let's go to the SPY, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. If you weren't in the video or if you're not watching them, you know, let's go to the monthly. I'm going to widen this up a little bit more. And, you know, I'm going to clear this out. I can always put those in. Where are we? Remove all drawings. So this is the SPY, guys. You know, if you're not following charts, so this was the .com boom. And right in here, this is when Greenspan was talking about raising rates. Oh, I'm gonna do it now. And they were like, oh no, you're not. And then he's like, oh, okay, you know what? Like in 1998, you know what? Pull up Netflix, watch Money for Nothing, and they'll talk about Greenspan, how he should have raised rates here and he didn't, and he kept it going because the politicians were like, oh, we can't. It's got to go up. The economy has to move, and then he didn't do it, and this is where the bubble happened. Boom. And then look what happened. 2000. Of course, it's a dot-com boom. No, it's the Federal Reserve not raising rates and free money policy or easy money policy. Everyone's buying stuff. Oh, it's great again, and then boom. Housing was a little different, but the same thing. They kept their rates low. Everyone was buying houses. They got everyone hyped, and look what happened here. Crash. That's why I say staircase up, elevator down. Staircase up, elevator down. Look at this staircase, guys. Now it's chopping around. Every time it goes down, oh, QE4 goes down. QE4. Now look, they sent it 7, 8 months straight up. Not good. They're just buying time right now. That's my opinion on it. And you want to catch this move when it comes in. So I really think we're going right back down to double top right here. We have no business being up here, guys. I'm a business owner as well as a day trader, and we're coming right back in. I don't give a shit what anybody says. And until it does, we might have a little more room popping up here. But when this thing comes in, guys, you want to be short. I mean, here you go. And here, I'll show you another thing too. Here, check this out. So markets love to move in freaking charts. Love to move in symmetry, all right? So here's the high here. That's where it made the high, okay? Let's see if okay? If you put that to that high, here's your symmetry. This is where, I think this was the August move. Remember in August, if you go back on StockTwits, guys, I was telling everyone to short. Markets like symmetry. Here's your symmetry right here, guys. Okay? Let's do this one. So now we got the low here. Let's take the low here. Let's see where this brings us. Still working on my charts. Where's that bringing us? Right around here. So we're right in that area. Look what happened there 2 months later. Bomb. So we're right in that area, guys, where this thing can frickin' dump. And when it goes, there's going to be, everyone's going to buy the frickin' dip, and they're going to be a dipshit, to be honest with you. Now, what do you think people did here? Well, this wasn't as good. I mean, this is QE1, QE2, QE3, and then as soon as it goes down, oh, QE4, it's on the table. It's just, we're in fantasy land, guys. And when this thing dumps, we're going to go boom, boom, right to here. And we haven't touched the 200 MA in a long time, and that's at 137. This is where it takes, everyone's a money manager right here and a trader because you're just buying shit and it goes straight up. This is when this thing comes in. That's what separates the men from the boys, guys, or the women from the girls. Because what do you think people were doing here? Oh, just buy the dips. They all bought here and then they got slammed. And then it exaggerates the move like the oil trade. When it was tanking, you don't think people were getting margin calls and that was exaggerating the move? You know how leveraged this market is right now up in here with the retail, the hedge funds, and the smart money. They're not that. Believe me, the big money banks, they're not that dumb. Let me tell you. Yeah, you know what a dipshit is. Yeah, exactly. And then honestly, it's worked. But until it doesn't work, people are going to do it. And that's why I always say on StockTwits, they're conditioning people. So every time it goes down, they know to buy. Every time it goes down. So if it goes down, you're going to get people buying. When you get more people selling, it's going to be lights out. And that's why I watch out for volume. Damn, my volume disappeared again. Are you flipping kidding me? All right, I got to make a phone call here, guys. Gosh, every time. I got volume 2, volume 4, and then it disappears on here too. Huh. All right, let's hold on, guys. I'm going to try something here. I don't know why my stuff keeps disappearing here. And then you got to watch for volume. There she goes. Right here. I mean, look at this volume here. You knew you were finding a bottom. Look at the volume here. You knew you were finding a bottom. Look at the volume here. You knew you were finding a bottom. Look at this crap. The only time it goes up and on volume is the time it sells. We start getting more selling up in here. You're going to see this thing spike up. This thing starts spiking up. You're going to know you're getting, something's happening. Yeah, of course. And I put that in, then they give me two volume things. But see how it spikes up, You got to keep an eye on that. I want to be out short or short. Yeah. So that, I know a couple money managers, they're taking some off the table. I tell all my relatives and everyone I know, if you can't short the markets, start trimming some off here, because next thing, I'd rather trim some off here and buy back down in here. And if it goes lower, that's great. At least I bought back down in here. Better to sell at 215 and buy back at 182 than to sell at 182 and let it come back down here. I'd add more here, let it bounce up, sell it again. I think we're going to probably step down, but at this point, who knows? Just be careful, guys. I don't know. I don't show too many people that, the markets work in symmetry, guys. I mean, look at this move. It comes in. Look how beautiful this thing moves. Straight up, straight down. Look at the symmetry. Straight up, straight down. Now we're way up here. So now, don't, not that it plays out, but honestly, this could be the starting of a head and shoulder pattern. I mean, we'll see. And then they bring it all the way down into here, this area, these pivots here. One more bounce. This is years down the road, and then it tanks. What's your time frame on the SPY to drop? With the election year is a little bit different. So, it could happen tomorrow, to be honest with you. But I'm thinking that we're going to see some downside possibly in December. Just watch for the old Janet Yellen raising rates. If she's in there, if we get a new president, if we get Trump in there, he'd probably fire Yellen. If we have Hillary, she'll probably keep her in there, and same thing will happen. We possibly will go higher, which will be really scary. The bubble will get really, really large. So right now it's all news-driven crap. So yeah, shorting, exactly. Shorting makes fast money. You got that right. Why do you think like the Twilio, we shorted that one? Gosh, guys, I wish if I would have kept an eye. I always talk about the high flyers. Dollar General, look at that beast. Oh, look at that. So it came into, we talked about this one yesterday. Well, look at that. We had support. It's holding on there. Let's go to the daily. We got to have some more stuff here. Let's see. Daily, had volume. Look at that, 67.01. There had to be a gap fill or something there. Let's see. It's always a reason, guys, why this stuff stops. We looked at this one yesterday, I think. All right, let's go back. Yeah, look at that pivot right there. And I think there was a gap fill right there. Jeez. It amazes me. It still amazes me, this stuff. So we had the gap fill here, and then we had that pivot low, and look where it stopped. I still would be careful with this one. Hillary wins, implies zero interest rates. Yeah, gosh, that just scares the shit out of me. The best money I ever made was the last 12 months was December. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, even playing the Brexit, anything can happen. But look at this. We're taking polls, and everything's going to be fine. They're going to stay in. And then the poll came out, and they were all like, holy crap, now what? Twilio puts are pricey. Yeah, they are. But, I mean, well, Twilio came crashing down. Of course they're pricey now. I'd let it go up a little bit more and then do it. But, I mean, look at the technicals on this one, guys. I mean, let's go to the weekly. Did the weekly have anything? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we talked about this at a 200 moving average. Okay, this is what's going on here. So you have a lot of people putting orders in for that bounce. Market makers send it up. They get the bid going. Never makes it there to trying to get people to chase it. We might actually have a little bottoming tail on the weekly here on Dollar General. This thing retraces up back into this area. I'd probably short it again. I didn't go short on this. I wish. Oh, my gosh. But again, let's look at the high flyer. Yeah, negative interest rates, right? Oh, gosh. That couldn't be good. These guys are out of control, in my opinion. It's like they'll do anything or say anything at this point. It's like they're just throwing darts at the board and seeing what sticks. So look at that fall. And this is why we short. Staircase up. One day wipes out 5 months of gains. It was like 2 or 3 days actually, but this is the monthly. And then it kept going down. Just ugly. God, I love that chart though. Look at that, stretched. Okay, look at this chart. So we're stretched from the 220 moving average on the monthly, okay? When it comes to IPOs, IPOs, I mean, you could probably buy an IPO, just don't play it as an option. Buy, $1,000 worth and let it go up. If you could make 500 to 1,000, get the hell out. I wouldn't play those. I have in the past. A long time ago when I didn't know what the hell I was doing, I bought Baidu when it IPO'd at like $42, and that thing launched, and I made a bunch of money. And that was kind of one of the trades that really got me into trading. I always traded Apple. I mean, Apple 10 years ago, all you had to do was buy it. It went straight up. Everything went straight up. It was easy. Or actually even longer. 10 years, 20 years ago. 10 years. I've been doing technicals for about 8 years now, and let me tell you, it's changed my life. That's why hopefully I can help some people out here and save them some money, just going over some stuff. But yeah, I mean, Dollar General, what was the other one? Okay, so look at that chart. Okay, so you're stretched from the 220 MA, boom, comes right back in. Let's go to some other high flyers here. NVIDIA. How do you think this thing's going to do? Look at that. Look where the 20 MA is. Gosh, it's going up on news. If this thing, I think even on good earnings, it's going to flip and just get killed. I mean, you have the 618 at 71.37, so you have some more resistance up in here. And you could possibly move up into the 81.28 area, maybe on earnings. But I'm, you know, if I'm still short, if I don't cover what I have now, I'll add some more up in here, maybe the 75 even number. But you gotta watch these stretch charts. These are just it cannot get too far from the 20 MA, period. Yields consistently good sell signals. Yeah, it's called technicals, Dwayne. That's it. There's no signal. I mean, you can you just got to look at everything. But NVIDIA, if you're not short this, start adding here. If it goes up a little more, add again. Eventually, it's going to come in. You might have to hold on. You might have to marry this one for a little while, but it's coming in eventually. That was a high flyer, and I always go back to this one too. If I can add, yeah, Skyworks. Look at that one. Just like NVIDIA, stretch. Oh, it's with Apple. They're great. Blah blah blah. We shorted this thing right at 112, I think 24. We had it at the high. We covered at the inside bar because that's going to have support. We covered right around 98. We still had like a 12% trade or a 13% trade. But man, and then we had this was when we had the 1,000-point flash crash. That was epic. So that, you know, just all right. So that's another high flyer that came in. Look at 3M too. 3M, we shorted it up here, came right back in. Costco, everyone was laughing at that one. Look, came in, came right back in. Every time it gets stretched, I mean, look at Costco here. We're short again in Costco. It's coming right back in, and I think we could get lower prices on this one too, especially if the SPY dumps. And then let's go to Amazon. You know, I wouldn't talk about that one too. Look at that, high flyer. Come on, Amazon. Actually, it's negative now. Come on, Amazon. Let's see what you got. You know, suck all those small retail traders. And watch the 230 time frame. We could possibly get some selling action today. Because the SPY, again, once again, can't get above that freaking 200 moving average on the 60. They're freaking trying. Oops, excuse my language. Yeah, they're trying. Look at that. Every time. Boom, boom. Look at this. The henchman came in, pushed it right up to these highs, right back in. Pretty funny stuff. You know, down in here, they got it above, like here, they got it above, crash, got it above, came back in. This one they confirmed too, brought it right back in. So this is just distribution, guys. They're bringing it up again, like we talked earlier. If you have 10 million shares of the SPY, do you want to sell at 214 or do you want to sell at 216? You know, do you want to make 20 million on the way up, or do you want to sell $20 million less down here? Every time it moves up, they're selling right in their face again. In my opinion, of course. But that's what I'm seeing here, at least. Anything else, guys? Any other charts? Any other symbols? Man, Panera just coming in. Let's pull up Tesla again. TSLA. Markets are trying to catch a bid, and Tesla just can't do it. I mean, even this, they're pushing it up. The bears are in there, guys. They're starting. Unless you get some short covering on this support down in here, then maybe. I don't speak French. Please clarify. That yields consistently good sell signals. Yeah, if you don't have an indicator, just looking at the charts. That's all I do. I don't have any indicators, any volume things, any. It's just sifting through the charts all day long to try to find trades. I said, if you have any symbols you want me to look at, any stocks or equities, punch them in. I got a couple more minutes here, and then I got to take off. I might come back in a couple hours, end the day. Let's see where this thing ends. But what else can we look here? Let's look at Facebook. Facebook, same thing. Well, we talked about this one a little earlier. Daily chart, you got a bearish pattern. Earnings are coming up, so you got to watch that. See if we close below the 20, and we could possibly go lower. TGT, what's that? TJ Maxx? Where's that, Target? When I pull these up, they don't even show the name or anything. I don't even know what it is, which I kind of like. I'd rather get stocks in here that I have no idea, and then I just look at it with a biased opinion and look at the trade. Yeah, Target. Yeah, Target, you know. This was another news-driven one when they had all that problem with the security and all that stuff. All right, let's see, TGT. So we're below the moving averages. We're into these little pivots down in here. We had a gap fill right here, right there at 67, oops, 67.49. You know, ultimately, it's looking ugly. It's setting up to go possible lower prices. Again, you know, tomorrow, if we get a bid in the markets, everything can catch a bid. Everything's going to be a SPY trade, guys. SPY goes up tomorrow, most of the stuff goes up. If the SPY does not move up tomorrow, goes down, look out. We're going to get some lower prices. Let's see where this thing. Yeah, you got a gap fill down in here too. Another gap fill right here. Then you got this pivot low. So you have some you have some support down in here on target. Are you short or long target? We're looking to get a position in target. What are you looking to do? Hey, welcome, Dwayne. No problem, man. I'll be doing these more in the future. Hold on there. Looking to buy? Weekly. Let's see the weekly. Yeah, don't touch this one yet. The market's, yeah. I wouldn't touch this one. You're below the MAs on the weekly and the daily. You're looking to, you know, I mean, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to catch this thing off the bottom, but if the market's dumped, this one's going lower. You're going to 65.95, 65.48, and you're below the MA. So, I mean, I think ultimately, see if this hit little. See, this wouldn't have been a bad head and shoulder, but this is above the head. So, let's look at one other thing here. Let's see if there's any trend line support. You know, always a reason, guys. All right. Well, if you really had to go long on this one, you could possibly do it now. I mean, this morning would probably have been the time to do it right around 63 or 67.35. If you want to play this one long, it gets below this trend line, gets below these areas, the 66, 65 area in this, you have to get the hell out. The market sell, it's definitely going lower. Right now, this isn't a weak stance, and you're below the MAs, so you're going to have to get a bid in the market, like on the SPY. It's going to have to move up for this thing to move higher. It is in some support, but you have consolidation for 4 weeks. You're below the MAs, like I said. On the daily chart, you're below the MAs there too. Weak stance on an inside bar. We closed above, never confirmed. You're below it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days of consolidation in this bar. Like I said, you do have some support down in here. You filled the gap today. Now it really depends on the market. If you want to take this one long, take a half position, add more down in here into 65, 66 area. If it gets below this pivot here, 65.48, you're going to probably have to exit, because in the next area is about 61.93, and I think that was a gap fill. So it really depends on the market if it's an overall. If we get an overall bid, markets go up, this should go up. Got to watch for earnings too. Let's look at the monthly. Yeah, monthly you're holding on for dear life. You're below the MAs here. Yeah, because if this thing goes, we're going to this pivot here, we're going to go right back down to the 200 MA around 50 bucks. That's if the market's dump. So, but yeah, just be careful with that one. You have to do it here. If it gets below the trend line, get the hell out. Let's see, Six Flags. I think that one's just I don't think there's a lot of volume on this one. Yeah, there's not too much. Well, you got a couple years on it. You're looking to go long, short? Are you in a position on this one? On 6? Oh, no problem, Jack. Let's see, it has weeklies too. Fat dividends. Yeah, I get that, but man, if this whole market collapses, what does a dividend really do for you? In my opinion, you're long in this one. Are you the Six Flags, right? Looking to go long. Okay. All right, let's look at the daily. Yeah, well, daily's not bad. Yeah, you have a little bit of bullish consolidation. It popped up. The problem is it needs to get above this 200 moving average. If you were to go long, this would be the day to do it, because you retrace back into this 20 MA. But you do have a gap fill down in here. So if you could really wait patiently, maybe take it there around the 52 or 52.28. But let's see. Let's look at this. Did we come into anything here? Oops. Hold on. All right, we came into the 250 retrace. We did hit the 20 MA. If you wanted to go long, I mean, you could maybe wait patiently for the gap fill, maybe come in here because you do have support from the consolidation here. And you also have the 382 right at 51.96. I would like the even number of 50, but the problem is with this one, if we get below the moving averages and start cracking, it's going to go low. And the other problem is we're in that time frame with the markets possibly catching a bid. If the markets catch a bid tomorrow on the jobs report, we're probably going to go. These will catch a bid as well. You will know the weak stocks when Nvidia's coming down nice too. Nice, look at that. Finally, Nvidia. Thing was killing me here. But yeah, if you get below the moving averages, you get below this gap fill, it could possibly go to lower prices. I even like the $50 even number. You have the 618 and in between here. But you know how many 400? Yeah, it's a light volume stock too. That's a tough trade, man. Better stuff out there to trade. Yeah, look at the weekly. Needs to get above these moving averages. See that though? So you get a little bit of pullback off these moving averages here. Oh gosh, always a reason, guys. And I'm going to keep drilling this in your heads. Pull this one off here. I don't know. Yeah, see, I'm like on a magnet thing too. What the hell is that? I don't like that. All right, let's get it tried. Let's try to do a fib here, guys. Yeah, 5-0 retrace. Here's your 618. And there's your 750. So yeah, so you're into some big resistance. Going long on this, I'd stay away from it. I mean, you might be able to do a short-term trade, but with all this on the weekly, no way. I don't think it's going anywhere. If the markets catch a bid and this gets above these, then maybe it's a 50-50 shot, man, and that's not a good enough trade for me personally. Because I mean, I'm looking at here. This isn't bad, but we got rejected off the 200 up here too. You're coming back into support, but you know you're in this channel too, kind of a bullish channel, so it could. Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot. Like I said, I'd stay away. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly, you're inside this bar, trying to retrace. Needs to recapture this high too, and continue up. I mean, it looks like to me we had a nice retrace. Now it's starting to reverse down. Again, everything's a market trade. I hate to sound like a broken record. If the markets go up, this could possibly catch a bid. And then yeah, that wasn't bad. Trying to read the 5 weekly, but I'm a rookie. All right, hold on. What's this one here? Yeah, nah, it's a new issue. There's not a ton out here. Are you looking to go long 5 or short 5, or are you short? What are you looking to do on this one? If you're still in the room, Stephen. Well, we'll look at it. I'm not sure if he's in here. If you are in here, tap it in there. Are you long or short, or what are you looking to go? What are you looking to do on this one? But right now, overall, you're below the moving average. That's the first thing I look at. Are we below the moving average? Yes, we are. Did we make a top? Yes, we did. Now, did we come into a top from? Yeah, look at that. Jeez. Any more on this one? No. Wanting to go long. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So you came into almost a double top. You had a nice pullback. Is this a news-driven stock? What is this one? Like I said, I don't even know what happened. I just look at charts. I don't care what it is. Volume 450. It's a light volume stock too. So if this thing gets news, I tabbed away. Oh no, you're good. You're good. All right. Well, here's you go. Here's your reason why it's stopping. Here's your gap fill. Boom, right there. Here's your double bottom down in here. The only thing I don't like now, this is a daily chart. You're below the moving averages. You got them curling down in the price. You got a nice breakdown. You got more consolidation. This thing sets up sideways, consolidates. You're definitely going lower. You're going to 36.78. Okay, so that's one thing there. Kind of, you know, let's see. Let's try to find something else here. Why would we want to go long in this one? And then also too, you have this area here from some more support. This is where it tried breaking out, reversed, broke in again, came in, broke through, and then came back to that retrace area and then broke out. Yeah, this one's looking ugly, man. Let's go to the weekly. And, you know, I want to show you something. Let me pop over to the SPY. Look at this crap. You cannot tell me that this is not being manipulated. I mean, it comes right back up, gets above the moving averages because that's their plan. Get it. Your weak technical analysis guy thinks that if you get above the MAs, oh my gosh, it's strong. It's got to go up. And that's just not the way. It's still got to confirm. So we got above this. Did it confirm? No, it never confirmed. We still remember the topping tail we talked about earlier? Still below the topping tail. You know, now they're just chopping around. Gosh, my volume keeps disappearing on this. It's killing me, guys. Killing me here. So I would have to look at volume. Gosh, yeah, I'm going to have to see what's going on with this. Let's stick another volume thing in there. Jeez. Yeah, good thing I pay for these charts, huh? How do I do this again? Hello. Do I edit chart? Oh, right here. Hello. There you go. Volume. Let's try it again. Look, then it pops one on the bottom there. So there's got to be something I can do about this. But anyways, see how the volume comes in, then it disappears, and what is it doing? Floating. Now they're kind of waiting for the jobs report. So do they sell before the jobs report? Because they're like, I'm not going to take a chance. Does somebody know something? Maybe. Central banks don't have the problem Germans had before World War II. How much paper they need to print money? Yeah. You know what? These guys are out of control. You know, it's the same crap over and over. I just want a real market. That's what I want. I mean, it's still a great market for scalpers like me, where you're, finding support levels, resistance areas, short and going long. Like for me, I don't care. I'll go short, long. Right now, I'm going short on most stuff because I don't trust these guys. You wake up to a 500 gap down, and the markets are flipping, tanking, and you're just like, holy crap, what the hell's going on here? That's why a couple weeks ago when they flushed it, I don't know what date it was, September 6th or whatever, they flushed it. We were short. We covered a lot of them then, and we're straight back up, and we shorted again. Rinse and repeat. All right. Anyways, let's go back to 5. Yeah, but shorts are very far apart. Yeah, I get that. Weekly. Yeah, there you go. You got some more support down in here. So you filled the gap on the daily, which is right here, 39.31. Actually, it's on the chart. Weekly. Are they there? Oh no, I got it on there. The weekly, look at that. So we hit the 200 MA. So, it needs, if you want to go long, it needs to stay above these. It needs to stay above the 39, 38, 72 area. If it does not stay above that area, it's definitely going here. You got to watch the SPY on this trade. If the SPY starts to dump, this will go lower. But it is an oversold condition. I would like to see more volume on these candles, kind of like here, to solidify that they could possibly, get some exhaustion selling on it and then push this thing up. Because some people are getting some margin calls on this one. But yeah, it's not bad. The weekly, let's look at the monthly. Yeah, you got some support down in here. So it's not a bad trade. Just keep an eye on the SPY and everything and see where this one goes. That's what you got to really watch. If the SPY really starts to dump, like I said before, it's all going down. Let's see where the fib is here. On the bigger time frame. Yeah, 6.5. I still like it down here. 38, 36.78 if it goes. But if the markets are dumping, it's going to go straight down too. So, but yeah, it's not bad for a long. Like I said, if it gets below the or you could really play it as, what, if it closes below this 38.72 area, you just get out and keep it simple. And then wait for this area here. If you want to try a quick trade, if it goes up into this area here, the 41, think about selling. If you get above this bar here, get above that area, sell the rest. It'd be a quick in and out, basically. Oil and SPY drifting higher. Yeah, it's pretty incredible, man. We have 37 million on the SPY. Holy crap. USL. Let's jump on that one. USL, we talked about this. Here's your big breakdown bar right into that area. We added more on the USO, and we added more to the SCO. SCO, I still have a small position, guys. I got about a $10 stop out on that one. If I lose, it will be a couple grand, and so be it. Oh, well, on to the next one. But I'm going to hang tight. I still think it's going up on BS. You got the UUP, which is the dollar, and that one keeps chugging up. And if the dollar keeps going up, you can't tell me oil's going up with the dollar. It's a little bit disconnected right now, especially going into the jobs report. But you look at the UUP, look at that. That one keeps going. But we're into that trend line on the UUP. And why do you think gold's going down? Dollar up, gold goes down. Why do you think gold's getting clobbered too? If this thing keeps going, gold's going to go lower. That's why I'm holding off on this trade. But if we get above this, if we don't get above that trend line on the UUP, then it could possibly pull back. Oil maybe go higher because we had a run on oil too. So you got to be watching for that. But let's take a look at gold real quick. Now look at that, gold going lower. So we're at the 618 now. Yeah, let it fall, guy. Let's see if we can firm below the 200 moving average. I would love 115. I would even this would be a dream right here. This 618 and the gap fill. And man, if we went down to 110 again, holy cow, my head will pop off. I'm short on the USO. Yeah, oh yeah, stick with it. Nvidia is bouncing. Yeah. Well, we're into like that little double bottom pivot. You know, you'll get some short. You got to think though, if people shorted Nvidia, they're covering, so they're going to take that one. Let me just hop to this one real quick here. Netties, jeez, this thing's just a beast. But you know what? You got to dip your toe. You got to dip your toe in these. Yeah, see now it's an inside bar. Well, we did close below that. Let's see if they can catch a bid. So the markets were catching a bid. So see what Netties was doing? Starting to catch a bid. You know, when that market catches a bid on the SPY, everything's going to pop up. Let's go back to the USO. Yeah, see, just chopping around. It pulled back. Some people have tried taking profits. You know, I mean, this thing, you're not taking profits on the USO now. You know, on all the news, you know, the Saudis, this, that, the hurricane. If you bought long here off this trend line, you're not taking profits. You're an idiot. I'm sorry. You know, I don't want to, like Trump, I don't want to offend anybody, but, you know, you're an idiot. I mean, look at this run. If you're trying to, and then they're going to hype this thing up even more. This is the big breakdown area. It still could come up here and fill the gap. That'll be the next area. Well, I'll add more up there. Or 1166, 1179. Why not? Harder to borrow. Yeah. That's why I have different brokers too. If you have five brokers, you're bound to find someone to borrow those shares. If not, I'll make the phone call and say, hey, listen, guys, anything, you know, can you help me out? Depending on the trade. If not, then I you know, maybe play the put or the call option, or I'll write calls or write puts depending on the action. Like on here, maybe a good area to start writing calls on the USO. Maybe. Not saying it is. But, you know, the options I don't really tell anybody. They're tough trades. A lot of people don't get them. They load the house. They get their butt kicked. And then I don't want to hear anybody crying about I put them in a bad trade. But options, you got to know when to take the profits. That's the killer. That's the part. That's the hard part. You know, you take $1,000 option, you make $500. Everyone thinks I'm going to make another 5. No, you know what? Take the 5. Who cares? Get into it again and do it again. I'd rather have 5 and then take my family out and go have a good time. Why not? You know, if you want to gamble, go to a casino. At least you get drinks and get drunk. It's easier that way. I get them. Yeah, exactly. You got it. Yeah, Dust. That was brutal too. Jeez. E-Trade is expensive, but they're more relying on margin. Yeah. You know, what if Interactive Brokers? You got what, Lightspeed, a couple other ones too. Let's see here. Anything else, guys? Look at that run though. Jeez, I thought for sure it'd stop there. Oh, then the other thing on the USO here, weekly. All right, so now let's open this up a little more. So now we're going to look at, we're going to see where this thing closes. But, you know, dollar keeps going up tomorrow on the news, on the jobs report. This is going to, if they make this go up one more time, if you're not short the USO, you got to get short, period. You can always use this stop out, this high pivot, or these pivots up. Actually, yeah, you have gap fill up in here. That's where we shorted this one last time. Look at that. Gap fill, 50 MA, topping tail. Look at that fall. We covered way too early. I think we covered right in here at the 20, and then it fell down. Bounced right back up. We shorted again right here. And we took half off, and now we're adding again up here. So I also use E-Trade, the only broker that I can't short Tesla. Yeah, exactly. That's why you have multiple brokers. Period. You know, and that's you don't want to miss a trade, especially like Amazon or Nvidia. You go to short, it's like, no shares to borrow. Oh my gosh. And then you buy a put. And then they sit it up there for 20 days and just kill you. And then that's where you got to just write a call. And if it sits up there, the premium will just disappear. You take the premium and get the hell out. All right, let's see anything else here, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rolling here. Let's go. Well, you know what? Let's look at the IBB real quick. I usually go over that one too. See that one too. Gosh, we talked about this. Just can't get above that 300 area. Every time I'm going to short that thing up there until it gets above it. Goes right back up, pulls back. Look at this. Inside bar, bearish pattern starting to break down. Goes right back up, gets everybody all, oh, here it goes. You better cover your short, bookie. Yeah, boom. Still got above these MAs. Went to the 618 again, guys. What I tell you, 618 inside bar consolidation, kaboom. But we're back into this low pivot. We cracked that. We're going right down the double bottom. And man, there's a gap down here that almost got filled, but it pretty much got filled. Excuse me, guys. But that's gap fill down there, which almost got filled the other day. But again, same crap. All the bios were blowing up here. Everyone was, oh, here we go. This is good. Here's the time. And I'm like, all right, right around here, 295. I'm going to start adding. Boom, right back. It's kind of like Tesla, same crap. News-driven BS. That's all they're trying to do. And then you get light volume. You got 38 million on the SPY. Oh my gosh. This could be one. You think they're waiting for the jobs report tomorrow? So we're going to see at the end of the day if these guys are going to sell just to say, you know what, I'm done. Because this, you know what this is, guys? It's baiting everybody to get in. Because when I traded years ago on news, oh, someone must know something. They have to. XLV2, yep. Right, USO calls, yep. So, all right, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I might do a couple of videos tonight on the same ones, the SPY and all that stuff, just to see where we close. But I'll do I'm going to try to post stuff a half hour early before I do these. I've been posting them on StockTwits too, just trying to get more people in here. If you see anything, you see any patterns, look for head and shoulders, look for trend line breaks. We'll take a look at stuff. If you see something falling, call it out. Let me know. Send me an email, stockbookie@gmail.com, and I'll take a look at it and we'll see. Like I said, I just want more eyes on the markets to make more money, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, I'm going to take off. Thanks for coming to my live stream. You know, it's all about the charts. It's nothing else, guys. Hey, thanks for the kind words, guys, as well. And then if I do come back later, maybe around half hour before close, if it starts to sell, we'll try to figure out where this thing's going to go, and we'll take it from there. All right, guys, thanks for watching. God bless everyone. See you on the charts.